they've given it sort of movable hands and arms as well. So, it's called stimulation, where people do stuff like this is to sort of like calm themselves down.
Yeah.
I mean, for goodness sake, look, the number one job of Mattel or any other corporation is to push product, right?
Sell things,
And that's fine. They're in that business. If they think that producing a Barbie doll that looks like an autistic person is going to sell product, good for them. What annoys me is that they then wrap that up as, it's about representation.
Oh, aren't we warm and
aren't we being good citizens
and if they
of the
really,
world?
I think exactly, it's all about sales. If they really cared about children with autism, wouldn't they put money in investment into therapies and treatment and actually donate to charities or foundations who actually help families and children, rather than making it a marketing campaign, which ultimately they want the social media buzz, they want the headlines, we're talking about it, they want the sales. That's what it's all about, but dressed up as virtue.
They also, if they wanted to do that, I think it's a great idea, give the money in the US to Autism Speaks and Autism Awareness Australia and the really good preeminent bodies. Instead, they use the Autism Self-Advocacy Network, which for those of us that work in the space, look, for people with profound autism, they'd love to be able to advocate for themselves, but unfortunately their autism is too much of a disability. There are people with very, very high functioning autism, used to be called Asperger's, that run a lot of these self-advocacy networks. And of course, the voices of those who can't advocate for themselves are far too often drowned out. So, I just feel like they're just missing the mark yet again.
They're the sort of people who think a Barbie doll will solve everything, right?
Yeah.
And they've done it. I think they did a Down syndrome one, and they've done an amputee Barbie, and they say, because the kids they're so upset that they can't see a Barbie doll.
But the whole point about
like
autism, it's an invisible disability. That's the whole point. The other thing that that's been brought out now are lanyards that have got the sunflowers on them to show invisible disability. Like I had a staffer who was...
Is that what it means?
Yeah, so I had a staffer who had autism and he had one, and it's actually to demonstrate an invisible disability. So it's really there. So